Hi Pisces, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do your weekly reading for the week of January 28th. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. Let's see what messages Universe has for the sign of Pisces for this week. All right. Universal energies, what messages do you have for the sign of Pisces for this week, please? Pisces for this week. We have the Nine of Wands. Whoa, that was like way too many cards. Okay. Messages for the sign of Pisces for this week, please. We have the World, and we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, Pisces, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So I'm seeing some resistance to change. I'm seeing some resistance to change, some anxiety, some stress with this sort of change. It could be, definitely learning some lessons. It looks like with the Ten of Pentacles, we're kind of maybe completing a cycle. And this is kind of about, learning some lessons, but this is causing you anxiety. You're kind of having fear. You're kind of having, like this overall kind of resistance to this change. And, change is really difficult, but, with the World card here, I think this is probably like the completion. It looks like the completion of a cycle with the Ten of Pentacles and the World card. And so I just want to remind you that, that's always really good. That's good energy. It's positive energy to kind of move on to the next cycle of life. So let's see if I can break this down further though and give you a bigger picture. Yeah, definitely resistance. You're feeling very resistant to this change. Yeah, it's causing a lot of depression. This resistance to change is causing you a lot of depression and yeah, so much anxiety, so much anxiety. Ooh, yeah, because it's kind of like you feel like you're having to surrender to circumstance right now, and that's just causing you like, so much anxiety. But I do see a lot of potential. It looks like you've grown a lot, Pisces. It looks like you've really, been able to kind of get to a place where you don't have to work so hard for it. I don't know why this is causing so much anxiety. I have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It feels like you've worked really hard, but you're just not seeing what you want to see. And I think maybe that could be, the reason for that could be, it's kind of, your judgment is clouded by this anxiety. When we have anxiety, it kind of like colors everything. It kind of like shades everything. And so we can't see, all the hard work that we've done, all the potential that we have sometimes when we have anxiety. And I think what you're having anxiety about is really this kind of like surrendering to circumstance, like something's kind of shifting your worldview, kind of making you think about things in a different way. And you are, the way that you're managing this is, just a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress and worry over this. And it looks like, I don't see reason to worry, but let me see if I can get anything else. And I know that doesn't help, like, sometimes we just have anxiety, and that's the whole thing about anxiety is it's irrational. But, the other thing about anxiety is that it's kind of us not living in the present. It's us focusing on the future and becoming so concerned with the future that it's kind of like taking away from what we could be enjoying right now. But let me see if I can give you a bigger picture. Let me see if there's anything helpful that I can, take from this so that you can kind of feel better from this anxiety and depression and pain that you're kind of going through right now with whatever kind of shook your worldview. Um, yeah, so the Temperance card just came out. So yeah, definitely needing to kind of focus on your emotional state, like trying to balance out the emotions, trying to find peace, trying to use kind of like whatever means you can to have peace, having patience with yourself, having self-compassion, um, knowing that you are like doing the best that you can right now under the circumstances, and that, we're kind of always doing the best that we can. Um, and then the Four of Pentacles just came out. So to me, this is another one that kind of about balancing, is balancing that, um, kind of how you're thinking about things. Are you thinking about them a little too rigidly? Like, are you thinking that things should be a certain way? Or can you kind of incorporate a little more like spontaneity into your life, into how, and be open to possibilities, be open to kind of surrendering and kind of flowing with that energy. Um, the tower doesn't always have to be bad. Everybody thinks it's so bad, but really, if we kind of like surrender to that energy, it really can, do some good things in our lives. It can change our lives for the better. And, it's kind of about like learning these lessons, and maybe one of these cycles that you're trying, that's kind of coming up in your life is having this anxiety, this worry about the future, about things that are beyond your control. Yeah, the Knight of Swords came out. So yeah, it's a lot of stressful truth, stressful, harsh truth, a lot of chaos, like chaos in your life. And right now I think you're guided to find peace. Like, you need to find peace within yourself so that you can have peace within the situation. You need to kind of balance yourself out. Like, ask yourself if you're being too rigid about, what your expectations are for your life. And how you can kind of mold that into more of a energy that kind of flows with this energy. Okay, things are changing, universe, how can I do my best here? Because I do see a lot of positive things, but I think right now, this resistance to change is causing this stress and worry. It's causing all of this chaos in your life that you don't really need. And look how hard you've worked. Look at your potential right now. You've worked so hard. You have the 10 of Pentacles here. The 10 of Pentacles is like, getting everything you want in life. The Seven of Pentacles is like really working hard for your wishes and your desires, and now it's kind of like giving it up to the universe. It's kind of like, okay, I did my part. Now I'm just going to be patient and wait for you. And so, a lot of this could have to deal with patience, but it's also kind of just being willing to be flexible. Be flexible with your energy, like allow yourself to move with the universe and say, okay, universe, I don't know where you're going here, but I trust you. I trust that this is the best path for me, that this is the best way to go. And so let's see what's on the bottom of this one. We have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you're just like, so this Nine of Wands is causing this stress and chaos. This Nine of Wands is causing that stress and chaos. And, so it's kind of like letting your guard down a little bit, letting your guard down, really, really trusting that you're supported, trusting that you're supported, trusting that you're supported. Having the patience with yourself, having, focusing on the good things, focusing on your potential, focusing on, you know, the fact that you're like completing cycles, that you're learning lessons and you're doing really well, focusing on how hard you've worked and focusing on, your goals. So, yeah, this is pretty stressful energy, Pisces, but I do see a lot of potential for you to get through this. I do see a lot of potential. I hope it gets easier. Don't be afraid to reach out if you need to. Thanks for stopping by today, guys, and I will talk to you later.